Hello, my protagonist. I am Darkborn, and as you can see, we now have a new interactive menu. So, basically, what is going on is from now on, I'm gonna be giving you all have options now to make this a real living visual novel. So you get to pick from that lovely menu, and I don't know why my mouth is not moving. Hello, hello, I am talking. Why are you not moving with me? I'm not sure why it's not moving with me. Maybe I need to move the camera there. Maybe that'll work. Are you working with me? Is it moving when I'm talking? I'm just weird. I'm just curious. Everyone, can you see it moving when I am speaking? Because apparently I am not seeing. Okay, good. We are sync. Perfect. Beautiful. Let's continue. All right, so as you saw, that we have a menu that will be popping up here so far when we're in the face-to-face in the cafe. Just to let you know, if you scroll down on the About page of the stream, you will be able to see the menu again. They are listed, and you can have me do a whole different number of reactions, just like any visual novel character. And again, you are my protagonist. I am your conquerable character. And welcome to Doki Doki Donut. And today on Doki Doki Donut, we are going to be playing The Mystery of Caketropolis. I had to think about that and look at the screen because I almost called it Caketopia once more. I've been having that kind of a bad trouble with this game. But this came by popular demand by none other than K2. I decided to accept because it was sent to me, and I was like, sure, why not? Let's schedule it sometime. And now is the sometime, and we're there. Now, if you look in the Spronks redemption area, you will also notice where there's one that says, talk to me, Darkborn. Now, what that is if you spend 1,000 Spronks, I will speak to you as deep as possible, and then I can have conversations with you for just a brief moment, but you have to tell me what you want me to say. And that's basically the only time when I'm going to be using the deep voice. So I'm going to be trying to relax my vocal cords as much as possible. So if I transition to a more relaxed form of speaking, like this, please understand, I am resting my vocal cords. I'm trying not to outdo myself when it comes to speaking. I do not want to hurt myself. You do not want me to hurt my vocal cords. Trust me. Aw. Oh. Oh, thank you. Aw. That is so sweet. Thank you. Oh, you are so kind, K2. You are awesome as well. No, not yet. Now they can.
Yay! Hello, everyone.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and now go to the page, transition us over to our random gaming section where we are going to be random gaming. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have noticed that there is a logo change. Yes, there is a logo change. Now, the reason for the logo change is I'm not going to tell you yet because you'll find out later on in some future stream. But there is stuff in the works right now, and I just kind of want you to all get used to what the new look is. We're slowly upgrading the channel, everyone, and yeah. I'm trying to make it look good for you. You know, I want to give you the best product that I can give you, and I like I've said in other people's streams that I've been a guest of. I am an entertainer. I am an entertainer first and a gamer second. I am here to give you the best that I can give you as your conquerable character. I am here. I am your Darkborn. I am here. You know, let's ooh together. Yes, Blizz, you did see my new logo. You did see my new logo. So, but yeah, as of this stream, it is now on the channel. And do you want to know how long it took me to put it on the channel? About 15 minutes before stream. I even went in and edited the end credits to include the new logo. Now, mind you, the end of the stream is still going to have the old logo in it, which is fine. I'm going to leave it alone because, yeah, I think it has the old logo. Or, yeah, because the bar, at this point, I want the Bar Boys Cafe to have its own thing, and then Doki Doki Donut have its proper due. All right, without further ado, let's see what I'm gonna blame K2 for getting me into. All right, everyone, let me go ahead and turn on the music so you can hear the music of the game. If it's too loud, let me know so I can fix that.
You're gonna blame me for a good time.
Aha. Right. All right, here we go. You know what? I should do a boop option. Blaze, that's a good idea. I should. But I'm going to save that for when I have the ability to boop you back. So, there we're going to go with that. So, here we go. "4 days. So much has changed in 4 days. I see dragons. Oh wait, I used to live in a place called Salikshire. It's a small city of 1,000 or so people, and a home to about a dozen dragons. It's the only place where dragons coexisted with humans. Why? Did they eat them in other cities? And for many decades, my kin had walked in those streets. Our racial differences set aside, hatchets buried for good. And a cute dragon. I kind of like that dragon. I was only, oh, I was only a young dragon back then, protected under the laws of the city, free to roam as I please. But something happened while we were living there. Oh my goodness! Oh my god, that was too fast. But something happened there while we were all living happily ever after. Something that shook the foundations of our harmony. An event I would never forget. I've often wondered how those things might have turned out differently if I could just turn back time. Moments like this. Day 1. Before the festival. I know, right? Okay, interesting.
That little tail twitch.
Oh, are you gonna be reading other the what everybody else is saying?
I can.
Okay, go ahead. I mean, that was the reason why you wanted me to buy it, so you can voice the other characters.
Sleeping again, are we? Weren't you supposed to be getting up nice and early to help Cereal with the festival stuff tomorrow? Or Cereal?
Serio. It sounds like it looks like Serio. Oh, that's my name, Rementis. Okay. Help Serio with festival stuff?
He was going to let you sample the cake he'll be baking for the festival.
Oh, of course. How could I forget that? I'm so little. He's not really that big. He is really little. Okay, it's giving me instructions for keyboard and mouse, but sure, why not?
You can still use the controller though.
Look, wow. It's like I went from tiny little guy.
I'm trying to remember the controls. I know you can interact with almost
Yeah,
anything.
that's you, by the way.
So I've got some errands to run today. Have to go to Fleer's to buy
Fleur,
some
Fleur.
supplements
Yeah, good.
and bandages, the bazaar to get you some more groceries for dinner, then the bakery for some fresh bread.
Bread? But I don't eat bread.
Bread's for me, silly. We shepherds need to eat too.
Oh, well, can I just go and see Serio instead of going with you?
Don't you want to come shopping with me? I don't want a repeat of last week with you getting all huffy because the steak I bought was a bit too lean for you.
I promise I won't complain again. Just find shopping boring. All I do is follow you around and carry things.
Well, if that's what you want, sure. You're you're a big boy after all.
I feel like I'm a child's dragon for some reason. And the law says I can wander around on my own now.
Yeah, that law. There's no stopping you if you want to be on your own. Well, on the way here this morning, I think I saw Sirio somewhere near Caketropolis overseeing the renovation work. You'll find him there.
Oh,
Anyway, just
the
make sure
oh, okay.
you
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
just don't make sure you get yourself into any trouble.
I never get in trouble, or I'll behave myself, promise. All right, two perfectly good answers. I'm gonna be a smartass. I never get into trouble. You lost 2 DP. What? Okay, consequences.
Yeah, says the dragon who came running to me because you had a cut from trying to climb a tree.
Hey, I fell from a high spot and it was really painful. Hold on, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. No. We're gonna start this conversation. Why can't I?
In any case, make sure you read what I wrote for you on the
No.
chalkboard.
We're gonna
I'll see you later today afternoon.
options. Here, quit to the title. We're gonna start this again. I'm not losing points.
Oh, come on.
Oh no
You
no
gotta,
no
you gotta
no.
keep it with what you get. Hey, I
New
did.
game, brand new game.
I
I'm gonna start
played
off.
through.
I'm gonna start off.
Uh,
I'm gonna start off. Yeah, I'm gonna start off.
that's cheating.
No, it's not. It's my stream. It's not cheating. It's called I want to get started on the right foot. So I'm just gonna fast forward through this. Go to the
But don't
part
you
where the
admit
points.
that would be you totally, where it's like I never get into trouble. You would totally say that.
I would totally say that, but I would also say the other thing that I would promise not to get in trouble. But had I known that he was such a mischief maker, I would have totally gone with the promise. Yeah, no. I am not starting off in a deficit.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, we're gonna fast forward. No, like I said, I know people want me to just keep going, but I'm like, I am not gonna be starting this thing in a freaking deficit. No, we are not doing that. We are not doing that. No. Now, apparently, I think I'm a teenager, apparently, because that's what it sounds like. I'm no longer a child dragon.
No, you're definitely
Like,
teenage.
for a
You're
dragon.
definitely,
Like
yeah,
a
you're
teen for
definitely
a
on
dragon,
the
yeah.
you're definitely on the like
Angsty
young
teen
adult.
phase. I'm like
Yeah.
in the angsty teen phase, because it's like,
Yeah.
listen, I fell from a high place. It was a boo boo. It was a big boo boo. All right, come on, go on. Let's fast forward. That tail flick is so cute.
Yes.
All right, so just give me a moment, everybody. Yeah. Like I said,
So make sure you know how to interact
okay,
with things.
after,
So,
okay, I'm just gonna say,
like you
okay.
can interact with the pool and all that stuff.
No, I can't interact with the pool. Look,
Yes, you can. Trust me, you can. I believe it's
see.
X or something like that to interact with the pool. But
Yeah, nothing.
hit X once.
I did. I hit X.
Okay, hit A then. You're using an Xbox
No,
controller,
no,
right?
oh, you're talking about A? Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm hitting A, X. Oh! X! You meant X. Okay. I can examine. Okay.
Yes, you can examine. You
Ooh,
can
one of
move.
the many perks of living in a
You can.
modern dragon's den. The water is filled and changed every day. Let's get, yeah, we're gonna smell it now. For something so tasty, it sure doesn't smell like anything. Alright, let's boop it. I like water. I kind of want to go swimming now. Let's lick it. The water tastes refreshing. Whiteboard. Lick it. Avis wouldn't let me lick the whiteboard even if it's clean. There may be a residual mark or ink, and that's not healthy to lick. Avis has been trying to teach me some geography, but I'm having trouble remembering all these names. Novels, pictures, textbooks, a large number of textbooks about dragons. Let's poop it. It feels smooth and slippery. The map feels crinkly. It's really old and stiff.
This is the main reason why I wanted you to play this
Because I can
there's
boop everything. Yeah.
boop everything. Yeah.
I boop everything. Oh, hold on. Scratching bows. Okay. Boop. It's quite flimsy. I could probably flatten it with no difficulty. Damn it. Funny how people think I would play with a toy like this. Avis said we're only keeping it around because it was a personal gift from the mayor himself.
Also, you're not a kitty.
Yeah, really, I'm not a cat. Like, Why would you think I need that? Okay, looks like there's some stuff written on this. Always remembers Rementis that people do not inherently hate dragons, and that you are always judged by what you do, and not who you are. Do what is right, and you will earn reputation among people, and do what is frowned upon, and will lose reputation. Your shepherd, Avis. Okay, that explains why. Air conditioning unit. Lick it. I'm not allowed to lick this. Examine. When we turn this on when the days get really hot to cool down the den. I can't imagine how wild dragons live without this. Going to boop it. Best if I leave that alone. Oh, come on. Portrait. Examine. We had this portrait taken a few months ago for my hatch day. I'm not sure why Avis wants a picture of me up here when she can just look at me. Good question, though. Very good question. Couch. I'm gonna boop it. It's nice and soft. Shame it's not big enough for me to sit on. I know, right? Hey, Kevin. I'm gonna boop it. I'll get a scolding if I double that cabinet. See here. Examine. There are a bunch of plates and shiny mugs inside. Not sure why we even have this in the den. Avis never uses any of these plates. They're for decorations, she says. Oh. Smells like lemon. Even Avis wiped down the cabinet with... I think Avis wiped out with a cleaner rag some time ago. We're gonna... Oh, potted plants. Smell. Smells very earthy. I really like it. Not sure why Avis likes buying these things. Apparently, it makes my den look nicer. Papers. Examine. There's a grocery list. Also, a few letters from the mayor. There we go. Now let's go. Let's go. Let's get through this conversation to where we had to make a choice, and that was stupid.
I made the same choice too, and I started out.
Oh
with
no,
two
I'm not. I was like,
points.
nope, that never happened. Nope. Nope. We're not starting with a deficit. Nope. 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 We're gonna fast forward this as much as possible. Yes, the law. Let me walk around on my own. Oh, careful. There we go. You gained 2 dragon points. Alright, here we go.
In any case, make sure you read what I wrote for you on the chalkboard. It's something to remember when you go out into the city all on your own. I'll see you later in the afternoon, alright?
Oh, okay. Mysterious safe. Examine. This safe has been here ever since I moved into this den 7 years ago. I don't know what the code to unlock it. Treasures. Examine. Oh, these treasures were donated to me by Mayor Kendall, mostly for the purposes of funding my daily meals and other needs. I do sometimes wonder where the mayor gets all these treasures. I bet you're gonna go and invent that. I don't know how to describe the smell, but it's wonderful and it's giving me the sudden urge to lay on it and roll around. But there's also another faint scent of these coins, the smell of dragons I do not know. Okay, that, I don't like that. That's kind of dark.
What? It just means that other dragons have contributed to your success.
We don't know that. We don't know that. Fridge. Examine. This is where Avis keeps all our delicious food, like meat and cakes. But she'll ban me from the kitchen if I dare open it. Back. There's a label that says dried herbs and spices. Why must cooking be so complicated? Miscellaneous bottles. Sometimes I can't tell the difference between cooking and alchemy. When I see Avis use these bottles for cooking. There are a fair few vegetables here. I am well aware Avis tries to hide them in my food sometimes. These are plates and bowls of lots and lots of different utensils. I guess humans need knives and forks since they don't have claws. That's adorable. That's just... Did you see the fire extinguisher in the kitchen?
Yes.
Like, that is just... Alright, here we go. Let's venture out. Okay, now we're gonna go here. We're gonna save. Alright. I'm in it. Figured I would like to climb it. Oop. I shouldn't get distracted. I have stuff to do. Not inquisitive enough to enter. Okay. That's your turn.
Good morning there, dragon of the Snakeblood hiking trail. I hope all is well with Avis.
Apparently, I like climbing trees. Oop. Might tell why if I'm not careful. Okay.
Ah, Rementis! Just the dragon I wanted to see!
You wanted to see me?
Why, yes! Just yesterday, Avis commissioned me to make you something, like a commemorative gift for the festival tomorrow. Maybe a painting or a sculpture. Soft toy. I haven't decided yet, and I need some inspiration to help me decide.
Oh, I see. How can I help? Oh, no.
Well, my trouble is that I don't really know you too well, so if I could borrow you for a few
Oh,
minutes, I'd like to ask
no.
a few questions
Oh,
about yourself.
no. Oh, no. I have to go see Stereo. I don't have time to do this. And I'm afraid that if I say maybe later, maybe later. Well, I'll be waiting. Okay. All right, cool. I didn't lose any points.
I'll be waiting. The difficult part's gonna be remembering all these voices.
Hello, the romantic. All right, she wants to know if I want to smell the. I'm sure there are. I'm trying.
Hey, come to smell the flowers? They're blooming quite nice today.
Okay, that's blocked. Okay, I came in this way, so I need to go north. need to meet with Serio. I don't have time to speak with anybody else. Oh yeah, for those of you that haven't noticed, there is now the little pop up on the top of the socials. Shire. Oh, there's Caketropolis. You might find trinkets during your exploration around Shire. Trinkets can be equipped from the items tab. Okay. Don't forget to save. You can save your progress at any time, anywhere. Both trinkets and saving can be accessed through the menu. Let's first that. All right. Let's get here first. Oh, there's Serio. Oh, it's you. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna let you do that.
Oh, it's you, Ramentus. Thought you'd never show up. So, what do you think?
Let's find out what he thinks. Wow, it's huge.
Three months of renovations. We just got done removing all the scaffolding today. Can't tell you how long I've been waiting for this day to come.
Can I have a look inside?
Eh? It's not ready.
And it's
The
more like,
boys are
hey.
still in there
It's more
clearing
like,
up the
hey.
space.
Yeah, he's just chuckle.
Lots of wires and dirt's not safe for you.
Oh, it's a cafe.
Exciting, isn't it? We'll be opening the first ever cafe that'll accept dragons as customers. The mayor figured that opening the new Caketropolis would coincide well with the Festival of Peace tomorrow.
Because all of that stuff about people making peace with dragons, right? I think I should give him a younger voice. I just feel like I need to give him a younger voice.
Of course, from tomorrow onwards, you could very well sit inside the cafe in Caketropolis with us and share a platter of cake. That is how we break down the barriers between our kinds, by eating cake together.
Because
So,
I'm probably going to be going around inviting other dragons.
I
for
don't
it.
know how to say this, but I think I should invite a few dragons for tomorrow's grand opening of Caketropolis. You know, so people can see society as it should be, dragons and people having a casual brunch together.
That sounds like a great idea. Yes, 2D points.
Thank you. Though I tried
Arcana.
asking that one dragon over there, Arkanoth, but he huffed at me and said he was busy.
You're not as mean looking as the others.
I'm not really the best at talking to dragons, except you, of course. You're not as mean looking as the others.
Oh, good. Okay.
So I called you here because I figured you could do me a favor and deliver a spoken invitation on my behalf. Another dragon that goes by the name of Old Smoky.
Old Smoky? I don't know a dragon that goes by that name.
I'm guessing you dragons call him by his real name. Anyways, everyone tells me Old Smoky's is rather tame, but after my attempt with Arkanoth, I don't think I have the confidence to personally deliver another invitation to a dragon I don't know. I figured you could help me deliver it. He may be more inclined to go if he knows another one of his kin, such as yourself, is coming tomorrow.
Do you know where I can find Old Smoky?
All I know is he's one of the larger dragons residing here. Shouldn't be hard to find, I hope.
Oh, ask about Old Smoky option now available. Nice. Journal updated. Oh. Rawr, 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 rawr. Examine. Nature, these creatures also have shepherds, except they're not called shepherds, but pet owners. Dogs are really stinky, and their scent is just everywhere. What? Why am I not wearing a collar? I don't have to wear one. I'm not a pet. Huh? I think you look better with a collar. A bit human.
Nice seeing Syria open another bakery, though I can't imagine that many dragons would be interested in sweets. All dragons eat meat.
Come on. Give me the option. Oh, right.
I wonder why these bins have different shaped holes. Maybe it's a puzzle.
Recycling is beyond a dragon's
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow's festival. All the dragons of
Stalingshire.
Stelingshire are going to be out and about. It's so cool.
Can't. Eh. Eh. Why? Why? Why must I be so big? It's a bowl with spouting water. I have to remind myself that it's not for drinking. It's not very tasty water. Probably because there's so many fighting. Oh, hi there. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to get some squats out. Apparently he's into fitness. I guess I could lose a few 100 pounds. We're gonna skip everybody else. We're gonna pick certain people. All right. Oh, hi there. No smoking around here. Not a bad idea. Ask him for fitness advice, though. Here. Oh. Dragons have a unique scent to them. I would recognize the dragon's scent just like how I could recognize their name. Boop. Feels like like a little soft in some places. He must really enjoy food. Oh, he's fat. That's what they're implying. He's chunky.
Good God. Even I didn't boop the dragon.
Let's see, I've seen Arcanath around from time to time. Heard he wasn't happy about his health and wanted to lose some weight, and now he's going to participate in a race. Oh, that's why he didn't want anything to do with the cafe. I'm going to lick him. I was warned by my shepherd that you like to lick things. It doesn't personally bother me, but you should watch where you fling that tongue. Oh, that's him saying that to me.
Even I didn't boop and lick him.
Look, okay. I need to make sure that he is the one I was looking for.
But he wasn't the one you were looking for. You're looking for
slums over
old
here.
Smokey.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a dragon. I'd stay away from the slums if I were you. You might get shanked and have your meat sold to the black market.
That is around here. If dragons got any sense, they'll stay away from these parts. Okay. Good job. I need to ask everybody about. I keep talking to them,
Ain't
but
no old Smokey around here. If a dragon's
honestly, I don't know. That is one dragon I don't see around often. Okay, let me ask like properly now.
Honestly, I don't know. That is one dragon I don't see around often.
Heard of Old Smokey, but I've never seen him before. I wish I could though. Big tree. Examine. I'm much bigger than I would like to climb it. I'm really. I don't know much about other dragons where they live. Okay. Alright. About this taller guy. Look, it's a dragon, right? I've never seen him around the city. Alright, let's. I don't know where he is. Oh, it's here. I've just been working around Caketropolis all day. Right. Hello, friend. You are that dragon that lives on this really hiking trail, right? Remy, was it? Oh, I like the name Remy. Yeah, I am Rementus. And you are? Ethereal. I'm a shepherd. Wait, what? Shepherd? You are a dragon, not a shepherd. No. You see, my shepherd runs this farm over here. I too work at this farm, tasked with herding grazing animals back to their pens. Oh, so a literal shepherd as well. So that makes me a shepherd too. The shepherd's shepherd. Get it? Haha. Oh, the teardrop. I think so. You look a little nervous and jittery. Is something wrong? Well, it's my shepherd. He's gone to the city to buy more feed for the turkey. Gone for a few hours now, which is not normal. I would have gone looking for him myself, but I'm not allowed to go out to the city unsupervised. I can't bring Elise with me because she's not a shepherd, and someone needs to be here to watch the farm. Guess that makes me really lucky. I'm sure my shepherd's alright. Also, the turkeys are giving me a look like they're plotting to peck me to death if my shepherd doesn't come back too soon. If it's not too trouble, could you go and find my shepherd for me? Sure. Well, thank you. So where can I find your shepherd? Shepherd goes by the name of Tarvin. You could ask around or just use your nose. I'll figure something out. Okay. Use my nose. That okay. All right. Oh, that's Elise. That's right. Le boobs. Now. Smells like tube spray. The lamppost. Good to know. Okay. Lamppost. Oh, noticeable scent of hay and chickens here. Okay, we're going the right way. Okay. And go. Oh, I can't. Perfume and soap. Okay. And a taser gun. I did. Story's on him yet. Walk up to the residential district. Okay. All right. Oh, okay, cool. Made so. Oh, okay. There was another diary page. Hold on.
Keep your nose to yourself.
Shoot. Oh, how rude. Yeah, really. That's right. I ate little humans for. I promise at one point. Now that you mention it, I've got an itch under my chin. That feels good. An engine. This is so lame. Talk to Dad, Dragon Strangers. Well, fine. Maybe this little boy might know. It's a big red dragon. It would be so cool if he lives closer to the city. Okay, so he's not in the city. Okay. Yes, I'm just walking past just now. And I'm because he has a dragon. Okay, cool. I'm offended that you would think I would do such a thing as like grabbing kids. Just saying, wow, totally racist. You racist. It's amazing how people don't know where Tarvin is. And then there are people that are like, oh yeah, Tarvin? Yeah, him? Oh, yay! Found him. Yeah, your dragon author wanted me to find you. He's getting concerned that you might be gone a while. Don't mind him. He's always a fidgety one. The bazaar really busy today, and it took a while to get my order of turkey feet sorted out. Let me here because I saw some caramel coated popcorn. Gotta get a dragon some treats for tomorrow's festival. Aw. Of course, don't tell him I'm buying caramel coated popcorn. I don't want him spending the entire day rummaging through my bags. Cute. Hello there, Mendes. If you're looking for cereal, I believe he's... Yes, I know. Well, okay, now I found him. Okay. What's in here? Alright. Oh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, before I go back and turn that in, go down here and pick up that diary page and talk to the artist, because now I have time. Now that I have time. Here's diary page 1. All right. Sure. What is the best part of being a dragon?
Got a few minutes to answer some questions?
Wait. I can run around nude all day. Flying, except I'm not allowed to fly within the city. This one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. My favorite type of music. Music is just silly noise. The sounds of humans screaming in terror. No, yes, preferably anything above 190 BPM. What is your favorite food? I'm not fussy. I'll eat anything that moves. Cake! You see a pie on a windowsill left to be cooled. What do? Leave it alone. Right. I think that's good for now. Come back tomorrow and I'll have some more questions for you. Oh, yay. Journal updated. Nope. Okay. Oh, earthy. It's one of my favorite scents after sweets. Oh. Ask about smoking. The mysterious red dragon. From what I've heard, he really likes nature. Okay, all right. Let's let's save. Now we have a save point. I'm thinking he's up by my area. I think that. Okay. I like that it lets you ask the dog. Yes, I did. Really? Where was he? Why is he taking long? The bazaar was busier than usual. Yay! 5 dragon points! I found him at Cyril's home bakery. He was busy buying food for the festival tomorrow. I suppose that makes sense. I know, like, quite a lot calling. Thank you, Rim. You don't mind me calling you that. Yay. Yeah, I don't like... See, this is why I don't like playing games at a deficit. It messes me up. Go further? Oh, we can go further. Wait, what are we doing? Where are we going? Why am I moving? Hey, you. Where's my do? Where is your shepherd? What are you doing wandering around? That one. Miss Enforcer. I'm Rementis. Mayor said I'm allowed to travel around unsupervised. I've heard of no such thing. Are you trying to lie to me, dragon? No, I would never. You can ask my shepherd, but she's gone shopping at the bazaar, I think. What a meanie.
Yeah.
Something's not right here. Even with Kendrill's permission, how am I supposed to trust you? The city is not ready. The city is not ready for this. I have no reason to betray anyone. Unsupervised dragons cannot be trusted. Like that one lurking in the woods. I know he's up to something. Oh, you mean old Smokey is in the park? What business do you have with old Smokey? I have an invitation from Serio I would like to deliver. And where is this invitation? It's a spoken invitation. I think Serio knows dragons don't handle paper invitations well. Right. Look, we're going to call her Enforcer Karen. Enforcer Karen. Everyone, Enforcer Karen. Right. So I'm going to give her a Karen voice.
Right. I want some kind of proof. Give me a reason to trust you.
Well, excuse me. I should go find Stereo again or Avis. Okay. What's first off? Like, rude.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just a simple farmer a test to manage this. Well, gotta keep those well hydrated, right? Very well. Oh no! No! I lost 2 points.
I lost 2 to that one too.
Like, what was I supposed to say? Was I like supposed to stop talking? Oh. I guess I could use this for something. A pile of dirt. Ooh. Pond, examine. It's a pond. I think there's fish here, but it's hard through the murky water. The water doesn't taste good. I prefer the fresh water from the mountain. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure if this was trying to be funny. Oh well. Somewhere well past the enforcer over there. Okay, God. Okay. All right. We now know that he's past Karen. We got to get past Karen in order to okay, that's not her. All right, so I'm not going to call them enforcers. I'm going to call them Lemon. The milk bar. Where is my human? Let me find my human. Yo, flesh bag. You're gonna have to take that up with City Hall, I'm afraid. I don't make the rules here. Aw. I went to the right direction. Oh, look, it's Flo. You're Avis's dragon, right? I know I'm not too sure, but if there's something wrong, I could definitely try and help you. Well, I need to go to the park to see Old Smokey, but Enforcer Vegas doesn't trust me, and this is why I need to go see Avis. I'm the time I figured, yeah. It's just like emotional. Magus, huh? I know she can. Karen, right? Huh? I know she can be a bit hard-headed sometimes. Give me a moment. Is she gonna give me a plant? Are you giving me a plant? Oh, I hope you mind me tying this string around your neck. I figure it's the best way for you to carry these flowers to Magus. To Karen. We're gonna give Karen flowers. I hate her. Why are you gonna make me give Karen flowers? Let Karen know that Flo gave you these flowers. I may not be a fancy chef bird like Avis, but Karen knows me well enough. You know I'm going to keep changing the name to Karen at this point. That's very nice of you. Thank you. I will try to do my best not to curse these flowers. Big dragon tears. Okay, we're gonna save because. All right. So I've got flowers to give to Karen. All right. Let's go find Karen.
Karen better be thankful of all the work I've done.
I
for
know,
this.
right? I know.
It's like, do you trust me now?
There's no need to worry. I will never hurt people. I don't doubt that. I've seen you around before. I'm more worried about you getting hurt. Oh, me? Dragons do not have the best reputation with farmers around here. My husband, for instance, would not hesitate to pull his gun on you. Wow. But I met Taravan, and he seems like a nice person. I here, hate Tarvin, actually, because he decided to bring Ethereal into his home. Wow. Whatever business you have here, I hope you finish it quick. It may not be safe for you if you hang around here too long. Wow. Welcome to the Karen neighborhood, everyone. I'm not letting you through. Reason to trust you. Probably show her something to prove I'm a good dragon. Bouquet of flowers. You brought flowers for me? Oh, the florist told me to give you these flowers to you, Karen, because you're being a Karen, Karen. I don't know how else I'm supposed to gain your trust. Flo, huh? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, Karen's letting us through.
Only this once.
Really? Thank you, Karen.
Gotta throw that, Karen.
Tell your shepherd that next time you see them, I would like to speak to them because I need to speak to the manager. Understood, Miss Karen.
You look at that. I may have lost 2, but I gained 5.
Up to 12 points already.
Damn it. Okay, it's a sign that talking about Old Smokey. He sounds really dangerous. Wait, hold on. Alright. How am I supposed to get up there? Smokey!
Um, fancy seeing you here, little one.
Especially on your own.
Are you all smoky?
That's what people call me.
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Giving a weird voice for him. You're fine. I was just working on today's crossword puzzle. Shame I can't hold a pencil to fill in the tiny boxes, so I fill them in my head. Now, how can I help you?
I have a message from Serio, the owner of Caketropolis, and he would like to invite you for brunch tomorrow to commemorate the grand opening of Caketropolis.
Ah, Caketropolis. I've heard of that about that establishment. The first cafe in Stalikshire soon kept dragons as patrons. Glad to see people transitioning, finally treating our kin like real citizens, though a little too slowly for my liking.
It is quite nice. I can walk around the city without having Avis to accompany me.
Recall Mayor Capital mentioning it to me a few days ago. Momentous, right? The young grey with sweet. The mayor mentioned me? Why am I running away? He's an old friend of mine. Comes around often to deliver me news about what's going on in the city. Sometimes asking for advice on matters regarding dragons. I was the one that suggested that you should be untethered from Avis.
Oh? Well. Thank you.
So you will be coming tomorrow?
Oh, no, sorry. So you'll be coming tomorrow?
I will have to think about it. I'm not very fond of big crowds. I enjoy my quiet and it would be peace and quiet, but that's like just me, a grammar nerd.
I guess it is true that older dragons are not that very social.
I'm not that ridiculously old. The humans may call me Old Smoky, but I am at the prime of my age for a dragon. I just enjoy my personal space.
How old are you?
Older than everyone in the city, older than all of their grandparents.
Wow. And how come you don't have a shepherd?
Guess you could say that my contributions to the city were enough to let me live as I wish. Not surprised that Avis hasn't told you about me. So many people in today's generation have forgotten about me. Send Cereal my regards, little one. I may not have the taste buds for pastries, but I suppose food is still food.
Okay.
Oh, achievement unlocked, Old Smoky.
Salmon.
Insignium, benefactor of Stakelshire.
Not sure what this is. A gravestone?
I smell Old Smoky's scent here. Makes sense since he's close by.
Smokey's gonna give me strange looks if I lick that thing.
We're gonna boop it.
It feels solid, won't budge. Quite pretty.
Alright, wait, before I do anything with Old Smoky, I'm gonna save right here before I sniff and look at him.
God.
Alright, examine. I wonder if I could grow up to be as big as him in another 100 years. Well, his scent is very recognizable, like dragon scent, except ripe. Here we go. You are a peculiar little one. I would advise you against licking other dragons unless you know them well. It's not appropriate. Wow, the muscles on his limbs feel like solid rocks. He's in like, what the hell? Let's just leave it alone. Yeah. Did oh oh yeah. Stay here. Oh, it was my chance to leave or stay. Okay. All right, let's leave. Leave the park. Oh, we got stuff going on. Oh God.
Well, what do we got here? You doing all around your own, worm? I was meeting up with another dragon? Did you hear that? Gone off to meet his worm friends. Worm meetings up together in secret sounds mighty suspicious to me. It's not suspicious. Why are you carrying a gun? Are you going hunting? Hunting out in the woods, that's all. Oh shit, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. What the fuck? Now what would a little worm be? Wait, now why would a little worm be crawling about these parts? No. I think you're mistaking me for someone else. I do not steal. Think you're ready to believe that worm? What the worm is saying? Not sure. Reckon we better safe and sorry. Shoot him in the leg and let him off. Send a message to the rest of his kin. Never steal from. Wow. Wow. This is why I hate people.
Yeah.
Oh, Avis, thank goodness. That's right. You tell him, Avis. Put that gun down. You were. ID. You people are pathetic, picking on a young dragon like Romantis. He has the right to wander around just as much as the rest of you. Oh, so you're the shepherd of this one? Think you're all sass and cool just because you got a pet worm? Let me tell you something, Missy. These beasts cannot be trusted. I've heard hundreds of cattle theft from my pens, from both wild dragons and the ones in Stagleshire. It's always the irresponsible shepherds every single year. One day that worm is gonna stumble upon one of our grazing fields and nab a cow or two. The only punishment it get is a slap on the claw because of some stupid clause in Stagelshire's law. Folks in the city ain't got compensated no matter how much time we report missing livestock in the. We're taking matters in our own hands. Oh, here comes Karen. All right, people, break it up. I've got a feeling I know what all this ruckus is about. But I'm gonna ask anyway. Why are you all getting heated up about? Enforcer Karen, do you really approve of this? Shepherd letting her worm look loose around like this. Watch your tongue. I do not tolerate people using those slurs in front of dragons. Show some respect. And why haven't I been told about this arrangement with them? It still baffles me. But I would advise against shooting that dragon. If that's the reason why you're bearing firearms, there are other dragons that live in these parts. You shoot one of their kin, and the dragons will come for you in retribution. Tear you to bits, squish you into mush. I think I want to go home now.
Come on, Rim, let's go. Thank you, Enforcer Karen. I'm not done with you. Report to City Hall tomorrow morning. We're going to have a chat with the mayor about your dragon. Oh, understood. And I like that she looks like a Latin lady. Avis. Avis has got like that Latin lady look. She got that tan going. I warned you about causing trouble. I didn't do anything. I was minding my own business and those farmers cornered me. I guess I should have realized that not everyone's on board with you roaming around without me. Without me around. You feeling okay?
I mean, people had their guns pointed at me. I don't know.
Yeah.
How would you feel? I mean, it doesn't tickle.
I need to buy some things from the butcher. Why don't you come with me and pick how much you want to eat for dinner? Okay. Later that evening. So I went to the bookstore today. They had a couple of classic titles on sale because of tomorrow's festival. Oh? Been a while since you've read a book with me. Yeah, I found this adventure novel called Broken Wings. The blurb says it's a story about a dragon learning to fly.
Hey, Bacon.
That sounds good. What about the other books you've got there? This one? Oh, don't worry about it. It's for me. It's called City of Stone and Scales, A History of Stagleshire. It's a boring history book. Actually, I would like you to read that one instead. The history book. Really? I thought you liked fiction. I suppose I could read a chapter or two until you get bored of it. Is there a chapter about dragons? Any dragon that's important to Staleshire's history? Dragons. Oh, here we go.
No, look at him.
Reading was our usual evening ritual. Avis read stories to me after dinner, just as I would start nodding off to sleep. I needed my 14 hours of sleep, and...
What, 14 hours? God, I wish.
Right?
I needed my 14... God, 14 hours. I needed my... wait, hold on. I need to... Wait. I'm lucky if I get 3.
I'm lucky if I get 8.
Alright, so here you go. I'm going to try to read this without flipping out on it. Okay.
I needed my shit ton of hours of sleep, and Avis needed to get back home to her family once she was done with her daily obligations as my shepherd. I did remember requesting that she read that history book to me, particularly since I wanted to learn more about Old Smoky. The sack of scales wasn't... That old sack of scales wasn't willing to say much about himself,
but at least the book told me some.
When I remembered, the book mentioned of Stalagmus dragon that went by the name of Insignium. The Insignium from the books was spectacular.
Ooh, look at him all fancy.
He was the leader of a tribe of 1,000 or so humans, worshipped as a deity, neck and paws adorned with gems and jewelry. At one point during the peak of his rule, Insignium used the wealth he earned from his time as tribe leader to build Stalagshire. As a dragon, with his size and strength, he literally sculpted the city with his own claws. That's kind of cool.
That is literally kind of cool.
He was a proud leader, a dragon worthy of leading other dragons, yet the insignium I met that day different. I would have thought that as a dragon aged, they grew wiser, but there was something off about him. He was hiding away from everyone. He was cryptic, as if he was holding back something, afraid to say it. Oh. No one here seemed to call him by his true name. Not once had Insignium's name been mentioned in the previous Festival of Peace. People only knew him as Old Smoky, the big old red dragon that takes walks in the park. People in the city had forgotten about him, and I had a feeling Insignium was okay with that.
Day 2.
Festival of Peace.
That would be totally awesome, though, to actually be able to cuddle with a dragon like that.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I'm napping.
14.
Rementis, make sure you don't oversleep again. Don't want you to miss our tea party. Blip.
Design blip.
It's a brunch, not a tea party. Journal updated. Let's check this journal out. Oh, okay. All right. There we go. I found the menu. Okay, journal. A-log quests. Okay, other notes. Okay, so there's Erie's diary. Okay. Quests. Check up on artist on day 2. Okay. Save. Thick. The water tastes refreshing. Yes. Ooh. Good. You're finally up. I've got something in the cooker running for another 20 minutes. We can leave for Caketropolis after that. 20 minutes? I was thinking I should go and meet up with Serial first. Might want to see me before the ribbon cutting ceremony or something. So keen to brave the city on your own, even after yesterday, I see. In that case, I'll see you later in the evening. Won't be back till late, since I've got the appointment with Enforcer Karen. Sorry about that. Not your fault. Probably just wants to have a talk, perhaps with the other shepherds too. Enforcers do have some right to know about the recent changes we agreed to with Mayor Kendall. But she's only one person. Why listen to her? Karen is one of the most respected people in the city. As an enforcer captain, she has the power to influence over much of the public. If Karen trusts you, so will the people of Stalicshire. Did you hear that? Was that fireworks? Sounds like thunder than fireworks. Strange. It's not supposed to rain today. Anyway, you best get going. Go and have some fun. Happy Peace Day to you. Happy Peace Day to you, too. Yay! 2 dragon points. Okay, the movie. The movie. Okay, smell. I don't know how to describe them, but it's a wonderful. There's a faint of these coins. It's a little familiar now. Okay, so that's the thing right there. But just gizmos and knives on this bench. Anyways, does a lot of cooking. I really like her food, even if it's not raw meat. The fact that there's stove top. All right, let's see here. Let's go here. Really nice to have my own very own home. It's nice for Avis to visit me every day and help manage the place. The fact that he has a fancy house, a fancy place. That's not a shame. I like how it said that I'm not that curious. Oh, hey, hold on. Uh oh, shoot. Okay, what's in that building? No, sir. Oh, God. No! It's gone. Stereo! Oh, gone. On. Stereo? What happened? Let me be pleased. My whole bakery is gone. Ben. Mayor Kendall, was he in the building? No, ma'am. I got word that the mayor is safe. He was in the bazaar doing a meet and greet. Right down here, I saw a damn dragon in the forest after the explosion. You, don't move. Aldrin, come here and take this dragon to the DCF. DCF? I didn't do anything. The city emergency. All dragons are to be brought to the confinement facility, even if you're not responsible. Wow, that sounds like a concentration camp. Not good. I got too deep. Yeah, what is it? Burning bridges. Great. 12 hours later. I've gotten a good nap.
I don't know if a good nap in a cell is a good
I mean,
nap.
look at him. He's just like napping. Behaving. No one here's caused any trouble. Once again, we are a rowdy bunch. So are their shepherds. See, he was napping. I'm not sure how long I've been asleep. I wonder what's happening now. All right, which one of you is Arkanath? That's he is chonky. Look at him. Oh boy, how do I get in there? Your story checks out, but we're keeping you here for 2 nights. 2 nights? But why? You refused to comply with the enforcers and tail whipped an unarmed enforcer in the chest. Men pulled me away while I was in the middle of a workout routine. A shepherd knows how angry and short-tempered I get when I get pulled out of the zone. I wasn't trying to be malicious. I'm gonna call him Chad. Your shepherd thinks you ought to spend
the time here to think about what you've done. She was embarrassed by what you did.
Aw.
I mean, just work out. I mean, prison workouts seem to be a good look for some people. Place where wizards, bards, clerics, and druids go to practice concentration. Yeah, really. Gotta love being punished like a disobedient pet.
Right?
That's what we are all now. Oversized pets that need discipline. These apes need to go back to their academy and learn who's at the top of the food rung.
Fleur? Is that you? It's me, Rementis.
Grim? How'd you know it's me? Can't see you from here. He's like a big tough guy. You're the only dragon I know who talks like that. It's a safe bet. Surprised you're here too. How'd you be the first one out? You know, with the mayors giving you special treatment.
Well, this Karen person thinks I'm involved in the Caketropolis fire.
You, of all dragons? Heck, you'd be sort of jumping into burning building to save all the cakes and then go back in to save the people. Hey, you two. Quit your jabbering. This isn't a social gathering. That's extra mean for no reason.
Yeah.
That is very extra mean for some kind of festival, huh?
Yeah, not my favorite way to start the day. I didn't get to see any fireworks.
I heard the rumors. They said a dragon did it. I don't think a dragon did it.
Believe them?
I think it was the farmers. I think it was the human farmers because this game is giving me probably I could name a few that hotheads that could have done it. Talos, Vaniskin, Apthus, Arkanath. I don't think Arkanath would have done it. He's just a chunky boy that likes to work out. Hey! I'm not a hothead. I'm just passionate. Anyway, if a dragon really did it, then it would have been obvious. People would have seen a big scaly lizard belching fire all over Caketropolis. Bacon.
I killed Mufasa.
But it was an explosion,
Bacon.
you see? It ain't dragon fire. See, I knew it. It was an explosion. Yeah. You think maybe someone set fire to Caketropolis and tried to blame the dragon for it? Oh, no, sorry. That's Rementis. Sorry.
You think someone set fire to Caketropolis and tried to blame a dragon for it? To ruin the Festival of Peace?
For all we know, it could be a big scandal to get us all kicked out of Stallickshire. Last warning, you two. Zip it or I'll trank you both. Yeah, I would be the same way. My dear, that's not how you treat a lady.
Oh, it's a lady dragon. My dear, that is not how you treat a lady dragon. Especially one who's your local pharmacist. You do realize that my business distributes those tranquilized canisters to you in force?
Darren, come with me to the farms. One of the other guys might have found the dragon. What about these dragons here? Just leave them. None of them are guilty. Captain's orders.
Great, thanks for letting us go free right after admitting that we're all innocent. Jeez.
Right?
You sound really angry. Damn right I am. Pulled me away while I was busy working at the store. What a waste of my time. And my shepherd's probably rifling through my stock and getting high off of cough syrup instead of coming here to bail me out.
Wow. Wow.
Guard is gone, and looks like we'll be stuck here for a while. What should I do now? Figure out a way to break out, or wait I'm gonna wait for Avis to come because Avis said she'll try to get me out. Best if I just sit tight until 300 days later.
You see nothing.
Really?
Lordy bacon.
Avis! Oh, Rim. It's just not right seeing you all caged up like that. I hope nobody treated you too badly. What took you so long? Whole city is in chaos because of the Caketropolis fire. Had a bit of trouble trying to get the papers organized to set you free. Can you unlock the cell for me? Drink me, daddy. What's down the ring? Did they catch who did it? Oh no, did they catch who did it? Not yet. But people are certain that the culprit was a dragon, someone who fled into the woods. I'll smoke. That's what people are saying, but I don't know. Smokey hasn't breathed fire in years, and he's big. It would have been plenty obvious that he came down to burn Caketropolis down. I need to find out Smokey. Grim, I think we should go home for now. Besides, it's getting late. No. I don't want people to blame old Smokey for what he didn't do. I just want to make sure he's not the dragon who fled into the woods like everyone is saying. Alright, sure. Not that I can physically stop you anyway. We'll go for a quick visit. Okay, she's with me. Okay. Well, first up, I can see the street getting narrower, impossible for me to squeeze through. Okay. Oh, this is that place.
Man, it's City Hall.
Oh, I found a plastic knife. I'm just gonna start looking through stuff.
It's funny when you read the description of the knife.
Oh, is it? Okay, hold on. I see a diary page over there. Yay! Diary page 3. Okay, let's first save. And go to item. Trinkets. Okay. What's more dangerous than a dragon? A dragon holding a knife. -7 DP. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna wear that.
No, I didn't either, but it was still funny. It's like, what's more dangerous than a dragon? A dragon
dragon with a
holding
knife. He's got a knife.
It's like, excuse me, I have claws and teeth as
Like,
well.
why does that give me 7 DP? It's a okay.
As if claws, knife, tails,
Seriously?
and all that aren't, dangerous already.
All right, map. Where am I supposed to go?
Need help?
Where Avis or Kendra? I wonder if shepherds are now trying to set their dragons free. Ew, mold. I guess it's really old. Ugh. How am I supposed to get out? See, the street is ahead of getting narrower, impossible for me to squeeze through. Where am I supposed to go? I don't know.
You want help?
I'm trying to. I guess I'm going north. We were going north this way. There we go.
Hey.
Oh, let's talk. Let's save. Now talk. Oh, it's you. Nearly give me your fright, thinking up with me in the dark. You're still here? Seems like most people have already gone home for the night. Never stops working. Okay, let's find out. What did you get me? Okay. All right, here you go.
Creepy.
Oh yeah, here you go. While the night is young. Excellent. Now let me pull out my sheet. So, someone offers you a live fish as food. What do you do? Oh no. Eat it. Ask for it to be cooked first. Offers you a live rabbit as food. What do you do? Bunnies are cute. Oh, what do you doing the most in your spare time? Avis reads me books. Yeah. You see other dragons snatch a person and fly away into the mountains. You know, the dragons that are far stronger than you, what would you do? Attempt to fight the dragon and... Oh, wait. You see another dragon snatch a person and fly away to the mountains. This is kind of like strangely specific. You know, the dragon is far stronger than you. What do you do? Attempt to fight the dragon anyway. Inform the enforcers about it.
I like how it says, "Can we go back to the fish
Yeah.
buddy
If you had the
question?"
power to make Stelligshire a better place to live, what would you do? Don't fix what's not broken. Everything. Advocate equality for dragons. Can't change people to advocate for equality for dragons. I think that's all the answers. I need to finish this gift. Thank you. This. I hope he gives me a stuffy. I want a stuffed animal. I'm kind of hoping for the stuffed animal, to be honest. All right. First off, let's go over here. I need to. All right. Very dark, and shops will be closed. God. Oh, okay. I'm walking over that. Caketropolis. Ah, that would have been so cool. Caketropolis would have been so cool. Hello there, please. What are you doing out here? You are in the dragon containment facility, so I'm. But why are you waiting out here in the cold? I'd feel better waiting outside. Creaking wood, branches tapping on the windows from the lights, skittering in the attic. Being alone in the empty house at night gives me the. Oh, poor baby. I just be out here to help Dad and the dragons. I just don't want to. Oh, wait. I just want to be out there to help Dad and the dragons. I don't like staying behind here. Do nothing but waiting. Hey, if you can help, what will you do? I don't know. I think Ethereal would appreciate me being out there helping. Guess that doesn't matter now. I just hope Dad's good. Okay. Let's save, because I have a feeling this is going to get sticky. And not in the buns. Oh, here we go, cutscene. You'll have to turn back. Door's closed off. Why is that? Holding investigation in the our best. It's in our best interest if yours if you do not enter the park until we are done with our investigation. Well. Oh God. I'm gonna lose points if I pick that first one. I have a feeling. We're not sure. Old Smokey refuses to show himself, which we think is just a. Like everything we do is suspicious to you enforcers. Mentis, let's not aggravate the enforcer. We just doing his job. Angie. Graham, for all we know, Smokey could have just flown away. If if he even if he's in the park to begin. Don't want to find him, or at least whoever fled into the woods. I feel the longer we wait, the worse things are going to get. Worse in what way? Like the farmers from yesterday. They have a reason to hunt dragons now. But if we could figure out who the culprit is, then I can at least prevent any dragons from getting hurt. Mantis, for all you know how I feel about you going around trying to find the perpetrator. It's dangerous. In other words, Remy, stop playing detective. I'm not asking for your permission. I need to do this, even if you don't like it. Really do not. But I cannot stop you if that's what you want to do. Hmm? Because you cannot physically stop me? It's because it's your right to make your own decisions. My job as a shepherd is merely to guide you, not control you. And I know that you'll probably sneak away in the middle of the night if I don't let you. Thank you, Avis. I suggest that if you want to find the perp, you're better off asking around for more clues. Who do you think might have witnessed the fleeing offender? I don't know. There's barely anyone in the streets tonight for me to ask. Almost everyone is back in their houses. Ask about the culprit. Save. All right, let's. What's more dangerous? I don't. What's more dangerous?
Also, you're just gonna sneak off if I don't tell you.
We may be in a deep wells of the night, yet I still remain alive and well. Someone needs to put you in a DCF cell. I don't know. Which one should I say? Is the night treating you well? No! I should have said the other one. Very much so. Of course. Terrible. You as well. Damn it.
I think I said that.
I need to stop dad joking. I need to stop. Okay, there was a lot of chaos and smoke. It was a little hard for me to see that well. Oh God, the well. Well. It was like hot metal. Hot metal.
Well, of course, those lamps are lit.
I smell roses. Need fun detergent.
Oh, goodness.
All right, let's.
So, are you liking the game so far?
I mean, it's adorable. I mean, in a way, I guess. Like hot metal.
No bacon. I'm sorry to hear that.
My life. Oh no. Oh no. Oh oof. Oh,
that is bad.
that is rough.
I mean, that's why I did like the game too, is because it's just adorable and, you know.
A shame. Such a shame. Tell me, he thinks the more. All assuming. Right.
Oh, Blizzard gave you a stretch.
Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a second. Let me put my controller down. Actually, this is a good stopping point for now. Ugh. Ugh. Save right here. And we're going to go ahead and take a short break. It is almost 10 p.m. But that should be enough time for me to take a break. You all enjoy the new BRB with the new logo. I mean, it's the same BRB, new logo. Y'all get it, all right? So I will see you all in a few moments. All right, everyone. I'm back. Kind of snacking a little bit here. Um. So everything's kind of going in the audio. All right, so we're back for now. I don't. I mean. Okay, if you remind me again, what am I? Oh, I'm looking for food for people to ask. All right, so see that there's a trash can. Perfect. Oh, he's really nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's only the one, Karen and Forrester.
And the ones in the DCF.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a puzzle. Like, hey humans, I'm only bringing in my face inside your tiny little house. No, I know who lives here. All right. All right, we know who. We know who. Barry was at the scene of the fire, wasn't he? Don't want you to. Might be our best lead. Cool. Knock on the door and don't run. Don't want to disturb him. I'm not reading it out loud. I'm chewing, so sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Right, my hands are still. No, you know, that's understandable. No, this is terrible. That's a terrible question. Did I miss out on any new cakes because of the fire? God damn it. No, Romantis, stay on task. Stay on task, Romantis. People say it's a dragon. What about you? Wow, he does think it was a dragon.
Fences? I don't remember that fence being broken when I was here yesterday. Where does the path lead to? The woods up north. It always puzzled me when people use words like park and woods. Are they not the same? Well, if you really want to get into the specific, the parks near the farms is a nature reserve. And the path that you're looking to, deep jungle of northern Stalagshire, it's not watched by enforcers unlike the nature reserve. If I was trying to escape, I wouldn't run to a place that's being watched by enforcers. Mm. There's a good chance. I need to know. There's a good chance this is where the culprit went, and I can try and track them before they get too far. I know. Dun dun dun.
Done.
You think it's a good idea chasing after someone who tried to kill people? You don't have to come with me. I'm a dragon. I'm made of tough stuff. Gosh, I'm gonna hate myself for letting you go into the forest on your own. Don't. I would have gone even if you didn't let me. I know you well enough that you do that. But if you happen to get in any danger, make sure you turn tail and run back. That's all I ask of you. I won't be out for long. Dun dun dun! Guess I'll be on my own for this. It's now or never. Oh, it's Peoples. Dun dun dun! Every day when I'm out alone in the jungle, but I stay out of sight. Okay. Ah, shit. Managed to escape somehow. Make this everything again. Damn it. This thing it throws me back here. Okay.
You do only get a limited supply, though, of chances.
Are you kidding me?
So it's a good thing you saved right before the fence, actually. It took me a couple of times, too, to get through there.
Damn it.
Okay, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with this game. I think I'm done. No, no. I'm gonna quit this game to the title. I think I am done with the mystery of Caketropolis. And let me go ahead and mute the game, the thing. All right, so I appreciate you getting this for me, K2. I really do. Um, it seems fun, and for some people this would be fun, running into hunters with guns. Um, hmm, I don't know if my anxiety will enjoy this that much. It's a cute story, I will give it that much, but that was just merely impossible to get through for someone like me. I am too big, and that little tiny little tip of a flashlight got my foot, and no. I was like, nope. I'm gonna be done at this point.
Yeah.
The fact that it happened twice, I was like, nope, I'm good.
I'm glad you at least enjoyed it, for a little bit.
I wasn't this.
So,
Will I play it? Here's the other question I ask myself. Is this a game I will play later at some point? And
I
to be
mean,
honest, maybe. Because
maybe.
I am
Okay, let me.
curious. Because I'm curious as to the rest of the story. So I might be curious enough to pick it up again at some point. I've got other games on the maybe list. So, but they're
Well, then
still on the list.
I won't spoil anything for you then.
Oh no, trust me, it won't be spoiled for me. It's not that kind of a game where I'm like, oh my god, no spoilers.
I mean, I already know who started the fire, but
It was people.
um, yes, but you don't know who yet.
It was either Karen or the mayor.
Nope.
No. Was it? Wait, was it Serio himself?
Yep.
Are you kidding me? And he was trying to pin it on the dragons.
Yeah, it caught me by surprise too. It's
Well,
like,
I can
really?
tell. I can tell by the way that he was acting that it was kind of off,
Yeah.
and the fact that the broken fence is on his property. That was kind of sus.
Yep.
And the fact that he wouldn't let Ramentus go in and take a he wouldn't let him see inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had cakes, powder keg cakes.
Yeah. But still, I mean, I've played through the first run through, and I'm starting the second playthrough with like knowing the safe code, and there is a lot more things to achievement and
Mm-hmm.
unlock.
Oh
So I
yeah.
mean, it's definitely something I'm gonna keep playing.
Oh
But
yeah, and I can't wait to hear more about it. I mean, it seems like an interesting game. It does. And kudos to you, the people that made it. I am like, yeah. Plus, I need to find out, what did I get? Did I get a plushie? Did I get,
yeah,
did I get the plushie? We will never know because I will find out sometime later when I decide to pick it up again and not feel like the anger at the humans. All right. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and mute you there,
all right.
K2. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. This has been What the Fuck Is the Mystery of Caketropolis, and we had a good run of it. We had a good time. It was fun. It was cute. It was adorable. Everything that it was promised to be. There was not the element that I was scared was gonna be there. Which, thank you. Thank you for that not being in the game. And although if it would have happened, I would have been like, they deserved it. They totally deserved it. But all I'm gonna say is thank you so much everyone for watching. Monday we have a very special Flights of the Legacy. Unfortunately, because of what you call it, logistics, we will not be able to have a regular Flights of the Dungeons and Dumbasses Flights of the Legacy adventure. What we are doing instead is a very special what the fuck is Mass Effect. But we're doing it in the form of not a haiku. Why was that in my head? We were doing it in the in the form of a mystery science theater 3000. If you don't know what that is, I suggest you look it up on YouTube. The initials are MST3K. It'll make everything easier for you to find. But anyways, basically, the cast is going to be watching me and judging me as I play Mass Effect, the first Mass Effect. And it could be fun. I'm going to be able to see that they're talking, but I will not have my headset on to hear what they are saying. So this is going to be a very, very, very interesting what the fuck is. Again, I will see you all. That stream will start like our normal streams on Mondays. It'll be at 6:45 Eastern Standard Time, and I will see you all there. And until our next date, my protagonists, have a good night.